와. 와. 엄마 아빠 축하 축하? 축하 축하?
Hi. Today is our 8th year dating anniversary. Woo! Hannah is having sheep milk because I'm having a glass of wine today to celebrate. I bought her expensive formula this time because I'm doing full-time breastfeeding, unlike with Hayden. So I have the extra money to get expensive formula. And apparently the sheep formula is really similar to breast milk, so she eats it really well. But yeah, today is our 8-year anniversary, so I thought I would tell the 8-year dating. We've only been married for 4 years, right? Yeah, I kind of knew that he was going to propose because he messed up. He said, like, it was my birthday, he proposed on my birthday. And before my birthday, you like accidentally said something. I don't remember the exact words, but you were like, you actually, I think, literally said proposal and then took it back and was like, oh no, I didn't mean that. So I was like, is he going to propose?
I was complaining about like I couldn't like change my schedule.
Oh yeah?
I had to do my proposal.
It was so extreme. So I remember like on my birthday, I was really stressed because I didn't know if he was actually going to propose or not. Like I was kind of expecting it because he let that slip, like the most obvious thing ever. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want to be disappointed if I don't get proposed to. So like the entire day, I was like super stressed because I was trying to like not be expecting, but like how can you not expect, right? So, yeah, he took me to dinner at Pierre Garnier, which is like this really nice, fancy restaurant in Seoul. French? It's French, right? Yeah, like, I mean, like, fancy, to the point where, like, they bring each food and they're like, this is the, hors d'oeuvre of mushrooms soaked in snails and something for like you know what I mean, these really long descriptions of each food item.
I would say their gravity is stronger than normal places.
Like oh yeah, like it was like like I felt intense. Maybe I'm just not used to going to those type of places, but it was like really quiet. Everyone was like really dressed up, and the atmosphere was it was quite heavy, right?
Oh yeah.
Like not in a bad way, but just like
the air is heavier there for sure.
Yeah, I felt like I had to pretend to know more than I did. Like they'd bring me the food and they'd be like, this is the, and I'd be like, oh yes, that's, oh yes, I've heard of that. That sounds lovely. But anyways, it was really nice. The food was really nice, as I remember. I was really nervous, so I couldn't like fully enjoy it. But it was really nice and it was really well presented. And it was like a course meal, so we got many different things given to us in like small portions. And actually that's my favorite way to eat these days because I get to try like many things. So yeah, it was really good. But I want to hear from your perspective. Hannah, you're here today because Mommy and Daddy met 8 years ago. Hayden's sleeping, sorry if you guys wanted to see him. He's recovered from his cold, so he needs a lot of rest so he doesn't get sick again. So I'm not gonna wake him up. You gonna burp? What? But I'm genuinely curious about your perspective. Like, why did you choose to do it then? Like, you know what I mean? What made you sure? Like, why did you decide to do it there? Like, you know?
Like I wanted to do something really nice. And that's the nicest place I knew before. And still now, I think it's one of the most like fanciest, most fascinating
restaurants.
Like shiny.
He even got the table like right next to the window, so we had like a view.
Oh yeah, I tried really hard to get those kind of seats. Yeah, I tried to ask all of my acquaintances to figure out those kind of things, and I messed up by telling you that I'm gonna propose to you. But yeah, Yeah, I told the staff in advance that they could prepare the special cake and the rings and stuff. And on that day, I don't clearly remember, but I departed from my parents' house or their city or something like that. So after that, I went to the flower shop and got some sunflowers, which you like.
I really like sunflowers. Such
Yeah.
a weird flower to like, but I do.
So I don't know. It might be really obvious that I prepared flowers and going to really fancy restaurant.
Yeah, it was a bit out of character for us at the time, so I was a little bit suspicious.
When was it? Like it's your
It was my birthday.
birthday. That means
I think you tried to like disguise the proposal.
well,
by
it was
putting on a
already
special
after
day.
we got the permission from Peter, right?
Yeah, so this is a weird thing in Korea. Like, you know, in Western culture, maybe you don't know, but in Western culture, a lot of Western culture, anyways, the guy usually proposes as like a total surprise. Like, this really, like, you don't expect it. But in Korea, it's kind of like you discuss and negotiate and like let families know you're gonna get married and then you propose, like this. So I kind of like already had the notion in my mind that we were gonna get married because he had already asked my dad if he could marry me, like as a possibility and stuff like this. So it wasn't like as big a surprise as I guess it would be for most like Western style proposals. But yeah, you already got permission from my parents and we already got permission from his parents. Don't mind our clothes right now. We're just like, we're parents, you know, like we want to come home and just be comfortable. So on our anniversary, I'm wearing this tracksuit, which is actually my dad's, and Jay's wearing his free t-shirt he got with a box of beer in Canada. Classy. But anyways, so for me, like I showed up at the station to meet him and I tried to look fancy, but not that much. But anyways, I was wearing like a kind of dress. I feel like it wasn't a fancy dress, but it was a dress, like good enough. And Jay was wearing a suit and he gave me sunflowers. So I knew something was like suspicious because, we don't usually give each other flowers and stuff like this. So I was like, okay. Maybe he really is going to propose. And then we went to the restaurant, which was really nice. Like the view was nice, but it was raining. I remember it was nighttime and raining that day.
진짜?
Yep. So we couldn't see very well out the window, but it was still good.
진짜?
Yeah.
Was it raining?
I remember you complained about the view because of the rain. It was raining.
잠깐만.
Oh.
나 손수건 좀.
Okay. Come back, my love. So we went up to the restaurant and I was really impressed and everything was really good. But I felt so nervous the entire time. I just kept telling myself like, don't show you're disappointed if you don't get proposed to. Don't show that you're like upset if you don't get proposed to. Like stay strong and stuff like this. You were also nervous, right?
그럼.
Yeah.
당연하지.
I remember you telling me you were nervous. And then after we finished eating, they brought a cake that said like, will you marry me? With the rings. And then Jay asked me officially. He wrote me a letter. I don't know where it is. But he did write me a letter. A really sweet letter in Korean. And of course I said yes. But I couldn't cry because I felt too awkward in the atmosphere. Like everyone was like clapping, you know, everyone was looking at us and stuff. So I was like so shy. And when I get shy, I can't cry or something like this. So I was like really shy at that moment. So I was like really, really happy, but yeah, no tears. So he kept complaining about it on the way. You didn't cry. You always cry, but you didn't cry when I proposed to you. Do you remember?
Yeah. You even
like-
cry like by watching like random people's proposal scene or something.
I probably would have cried in a less like intense atmosphere, but I just couldn't. Like I was too shy, you know? And yeah, so the ring that he gave us was these rings here. Here's mine. Not me. There we go. No. Focus on the ring. Focus on the ring. It's not working.
Look at your sausage fingers.
My fingers are... Wow! Divorce. No, I'm just kidding. My fingers are not... I think my fingers are quite... They're quite good. Yeah, show off your fingers. We have the same ring, so... I don't have like a separate ring, like an engagement ring or a wedding ring. We just got one for both. And then on the inside of mine, it says, I don't know if you can see. It says J. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't. It says J with a little heart, and then J says Kyra. So yeah, we just have these one rings. They're like matching rings. Couple rings, actually. They're technically couple rings, right?
Oh, 맞아.
Yeah. So they're gold, and actually the actual stone is not a diamond either. And I find that funny because for me, like, that doesn't matter at all. Like, and I'm not just saying that either. It doesn't. And I feel like Jay knew that about me. We're quite, like, simple, easygoing people. We actually weren't even gonna have a wedding. We were just gonna have a party. But our parents were both like, no. Absolutely not. So, I know I have a lot of friends that even say stuff like, oh, I wouldn't even get married if you didn't bring me a diamond or something like that. But
I was going to, but you said we don't need.
we don't. Like,
we rather decide to go to another like journey.
yeah. With that money, we can go on a trip or something, yada yada. And later on, like, if I want a diamond, we can get a diamond. But just, I don't know. That wasn't a big deal to me at all. So we just have a couple rings.
Anymore.
But I really like these rings because they're really, like, just really clean and simple and pretty. They're not, like, too extreme. I really don't like, for me personally, things that are too flashy for anything, clothes or whatnot. So they're pretty. They're perfect. I love them. Aww. But yeah, that's how Jay proposed to me. Manse! 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 When he asked my parents, I was hoping my dad was gonna give him, like, huge interrogation. But, like, he didn't, right?
I was so nervous. I was thinking thousands of situations, and like, in like 0.3 seconds he said, yeah.
Yeah, let's have a beer. Cheers, right?
Yeah, we were watching UFC, McGregor game.
So typical.
Like, I couldn't concentrate on the game at all, and I was like, oh my god, how should I start the conversation? How should I ask? What should I, like, defend? Blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah.
Sure, my dude, my bro. Cheers. I was so disappointed. I wanted, like, at least a small, like, I don't know, talk or something, but nothing. He was just like, yeah, you're cool, I like you. Marry my daughter, take her away, please.
Not like that. It was just like, yes.
He really liked you. I knew that he liked Jay from the beginning, so. In Jay's parents' case, they also accepted, but they were definitely uncomfortable with me being a foreigner at first. But they got to know me and they saw that I was, like, a good person and I was making effort to learn the language and, like, I don't know, like, not fit in with Korean culture, but learn Korean culture and participate in it and stuff. So they also said yes.
Your parents must be uncomfortable for the first time, for sure.
I feel like it's a little bit different because in Canada, like, we're just a country of immigrants. That's what Canada is mostly.
I know, but still.
Yeah, so, like, marrying people from other cultures and stuff is not, like, such a uncommon thing. It's quite common, but I feel like in Korea, which is, like, super homogenous, marrying someone from outside of Korea is still, like, quite a new thing. So yeah,
Not anymore these days. I think.
getting more common for sure. Getting more common. But yeah, it was really good. It was a nice proposal. We've been together for 8 years, so cheers. She's like, wow, what was that? What was that sound? She's so interested now. Yeah, we have 2 beautiful babies, and 2 years later it will be 10 years, and I really want to do something special for that anniversary if possible. So thank you for watching. We are now going to eat this cake that I bought that looks super good. Ooh, there's a new bakery that opened up. It is really good. Really light. Good.
맛있다.
맛있지. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys again soon. Please stay healthy and happy. And goodbye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.